Welcome to today's video, where we're exploring one of the most fascinating civilizations in history, the Aztec Empire. From humble beginnings to building one of the most powerful empires in the Americas, then their tragic collapse, the story of the Aztecs is nothing short of incredible. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear picture of who the Aztecs were, how they achieved so much, and why their fall still echoes in history. Hit that like button if this sounds interesting, and let's jump in. To start, let's rewind to the early 1300s. The Aztecs began as a small group of nomads called the Mexica, wandering through central Mexico. They didn't have much to their name and were often seen as outsiders by established civilizations around them. Legend says they wandered for years, looking for a sign from their gods to guide them. That sign? An eagle perched on a cactus, clutching a snake. Sound familiar? You might have spotted it on the Mexican flag. This vision supposedly led them to a swampy island in Lake Texcoco, where they founded their capital, Tenochtitlan, in 1325. It might not seem like the ideal spot, but the Aztecs saw opportunity where others didn't. Over the next 2 centuries, the Aztecs turned their island city into a fortress of culture, power, and innovation. By forming alliances with neighboring cities of Texcoco and Tlacopan, they created the Triple Alliance. This was the foundation of the Aztec Empire. Through military conquests and strategic deals, the empire grew fast. At their height, the Aztecs controlled most of central Mexico. They had a powerful army, a thriving economy, and a knack for organization. Tenochtitlan, their capital, was unlike anything the Spaniards had seen when they first arrived. Floating gardens called chinampas allowed them to grow food on water. Their markets, like the massive one at Tlatelolco, were hubs of trade, selling everything from gold to cacao. The city was home to over 200,000 people, making it one of the largest cities in the world at the time. The Aztecs weren't just warriors, they were thinkers, builders, and artists. Their religion played a huge role in their daily lives, with gods like Huitzilopochtli and Quetzalcoatl at the center of it all. To honor these gods, they built massive pyramids and temples, like the Temple Mayor in Tenochtitlan. They're also famous for their calendar system and knowledge of astronomy. Did you know their famous calendar stone isn't really a calendar? It's more like a monument to their beliefs, showcasing their understanding of time and the cosmos. And we can't forget their love of chocolate. Yep, the Aztecs were drinking cacao long before it became hot chocolate. For them, it was a drink of the gods, reserved for warriors and nobility. But, like many great empires, the Aztecs eventually fell. Their end began in 1519, when Spanish conquistador Hernán Cortés arrived in Mexico with a small group of soldiers. At first, the Aztecs, led by their Emperor Montezuma II, welcomed the Spaniards, possibly mistaking them for divine beings. However, tensions grew quickly. Cortés formed alliances with enemies of the Aztecs, using local resentment to his advantage. Then came the unthinkable. The Spanish brought diseases like smallpox, which devastated the Aztec population, killing millions. After months of conflict, the Spanish and their allies laid siege to Tenochtitlan. By August 1521, the city fell. It was the end of the Aztec Empire and the beginning of Spanish rule in Mexico. The rise and fall of the Aztec Empire is a story of resilience, ambition, and tragedy. From a small band of wanderers to rulers of a mighty empire, their legacy lives on. Today, Mexico City stands on the ruins of Tenochtitlan, a reminder of the greatness that once was. If you enjoyed learning about the Aztecs, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. What part of their story fascinated you the most? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.